Hello, my name is Thomas Judd, and I'm the event chair for the Relay for Life of Las Cruces Youth in Las Cruces, New Mexico. And I'm also the media chair and breakout chair for the Great West Division Youth Task Force. Today I'll be talking to you about leadership and how to power up your leadership. First, I'd like to start off with a few philosophies about leadership. We all have philosophies that we live by, whatever they may be for. My favorite thing to talk about is leadership. First of all, a few that I live by is there is no best leadership style. We all have different philosophies and different powers that we have to strive for, just like Superman. Just like Spider-Man, slinging his webs and saving all the girls. But just like Batman, his parents were killed and he seeks vengeance on all the bad doers in the world. We all have different strengths. Just like on your committee, some are better with entertainment. Some are better behind the scenes, and some are better to go out there, walk up to businesses, and make the elevator speech, make the ask for sponsorships. No problem at all. Leadership is something that you do, not who you are. Opportunities are everywhere, so seize them while you can. Some people are meant to be out seeking sponsorships from restaurants and businesses. Others are meant to be behind the scenes, making just a few phone calls, or just being a volunteer day of. But really, those people making the ask would be nothing, and our events would be nowhere without the people putting the sand in the Illuminati bags, showing the survivors where to go. Even those people walking the survivors, putting the t-shirts on the survivors, those people are also leaders. So don't think any less of yourself. Don't ever waste your time and energy qualitatively comparing yourself to somebody else. Learn the strengths of those around you. Learn to utilize your powers and someone else's powers. Imagine if Spider-Man, Batman, and Superman all teamed up, this world would be perfect. And lastly, remember that your attitude is everything. Your attitude in anything that we carry on through, whether it be Relay for Life or the other organizations that you may belong to. Remember to always have a smile on. Even if you are having a really crappy day, just remember, put a smile on and bear through it. We're all tired at the end of Relay, but the sooner that you get everything wrapped up and the sooner that you thank everyone involved, the happier everyone will be, the more success you'll have to carry on next year, and the quicker that you'll get to go home and take a nap. Next, I want to talk about two different types of problems that we need to analyze as leaders. We have technical problems, and then we have adaptive problems. Technical problems are easy to identify. They often lead themselves to quick and easy solutions. They're often solved by experts or authorities, such as your staff partner. They require change in just a few places. They cause little or no resistance at all, and solutions are implemented very quickly. A technical problem, for example, could be that your band doesn't show up. A technical problem to think about for that is maybe they're sick, maybe they had a medical emergency, maybe their car broke down on the way, maybe something happened. Whereas adaptive challenges are a little bit worse. They're very difficult to identify and easy to deny. Require changes in values, beliefs, roles, relationships, and approaches. They require you to compromise your relationship with somebody. With the problem, do the work of solving it. And this requires changes in numerous places, usually across the organization. The adaptive challenge of a band not showing up would be that your entertainment chair was really too lazy, or that they didn't feel that they were placed in the right chair, so that they didn't want to go find a band. So they were just too lazy to say, hey, you can show up at 3 p.m. if you want. If not, that's cool. Whatever. So maybe that was a problem, and maybe it would just be a look at your committee structure. The single most common source of leadership failure we've been able to identify is that people, especially those in leadership positions and those of authority, treat adaptive challenges like technical problems. They may have a huge problem, something that may just totally throw off their event and make it a very unsuccessful event. They may treat that like the tiniest thing, like no big deal, and that is the hugest problem. No matter what the problem is, we need to nip it in the bud, and we need to find a solution for it as soon as possible to make you happy, your committee happy, and most of all, make the participants happy. Because your participants in anything that you do, Relay for Life or any other organization or extracurricular, they're the ones that matter the most. Conflict resolution is very hard to overcome. We all face villains. Batman faces the Joker. Spider-Man faces the Green Goblin. But we all have to figure out their kryptonites and overcome their weaknesses with our strengths. Always be prepared. Always have a backup plan. For example, have an emergency action plan, an EAP. Let's say it's raining at your event. Do you move it inside? Do you have a place to put it inside? Have you secured that area? Do you have the keys to your school, to your gymnasium? Or do you have a separate date set that you could use for your relay? And conflict really always isn't a bad thing. We can learn from our mistakes and always overcome them. Next is succession planning. That's probably the next important after making sure that your Relay for Life is successful. What is a succession plan? Well, that would be, let's say you have a graduating chair, but they're not preparing anyone else. They're getting in their car, turning up the music, and they're getting on their merry way. A leader in this position, or any position, needs to create something along the lines of a legacy binder, something prepared. Along the way of your last year of leadership or your full terms of leadership, collect papers, collect invoices, collect names and phone numbers, save rosters, save team rosters. That way, when you hand it to the next person, they can hit the ground running, and so that your event can be just as successful, if not more successful. Remember that we can't do everything alone. We're not Superman. Use your committee, use your other resources, use your volunteers, because without anybody else's help, a leader would fall flat on their face. I hope you have a very successful relay, and I hope you continue to be a very great leader in every aspect of your life. Should you have any questions, you can contact us at gwytf@cancer.org. Or you can visit our Great West Division Youth Task Force Facebook group for event chairs and co-chairs and other committee members. That way you can feed off of others.